Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a massive technological shift happening right now. We're talking about the booming smart home industry, and more specifically, how it's creating some absolutely unprecedented career opportunities across Africa. Our living spaces are transforming into these highly intelligent environments. But it's not just about flashy gadgets anymore. It's an entirely new, highly lucrative career path for engineers and tech enthusiasts. Let's map out exactly how this revolution is unfolding. So, here's our roadmap for this explainer. 1. The Demonics Revolution. 2. Engineering the Foundation. 3. Specialized smart home training. And 4. Launching your tech career. Let's get into it.
Starting with Section 1, the Dematics Revolution, looking at smart homes in Africa. To really grasp the scale of this opportunity, we need to look at what actually happens when information technology, electrotechnics, and electronics crash together inside our living spaces. This is what we call domotics. It's what makes a home smart by allowing us to control systems and devices to vastly increase our comfort and security. Now, this goes way beyond just tapping an app on your smartphone or plugging in a smart speaker. We're talking about a fully integrated, holistic approach to building management. And get this, it can actually save on electricity and even reduce traditional installation wiring costs. Pretty amazing, right?
Take this insight from Nicholas Vriegem, the director of Domintel. He points out that just with a single switch and an internet connection, you have absolute control over your property. That brilliantly illustrates the real-world application here. This was actually demonstrated recently to the media in Douala, Cameroon, by Belgian-Cameroonian engineer Raymond Lele Tokum and his partners. They're bringing this technology directly to the local market, proving that seamless remote control over a property isn't just some sci-fi luxury anymore. It's a very accessible reality.
Now, these seemingly simple automations create a standard of security and efficiency that your traditional old-school systems simply cannot touch. We're talking about automated lighting that mimics someone being home when the house is totally empty, or air conditioning systems that actively read external temperature drops and just adjust automatically. When your garage doors, security cameras, speakers, and blinds are all talking to each other, the building literally develops routine processes based entirely on your personal habits. It's like the house learns how you live.
But that brings us to the absolute most important question of this explainer. Who is actually going to build, install, and troubleshoot all these complex smart homes? Because with homeowners clamoring for this increased convenience and heightened security, the demand for skilled smart home installers has absolutely skyrocketed. The tech is here, consumer demand is off the charts, but there's a massive bottleneck when it comes to finding the skilled professionals needed to actually put these systems in place. Which leads us to Section 2, Engineering the Foundation, specifically looking at the academic roots in Douala. So, who's going to build these systems? Well, let's look at this from a local academic perspective. Looking at this official 2021/2022 admissions document from the Ministry of Higher Education in Cameroon, we see students in Douala, folks like Abdul Salam Bekatau and others, listed under electrical engineering and intelligence systems. They represent the foundational talent we're talking about. These are bright minds at the National Higher Polytechnic School of Douala, laying down the rigorous academic groundwork you need to understand complex circuitry, systems integration, and advanced electronics. Essentially, they are the future of domotics in the region.
And we already have some incredible success stories coming out of this exact environment. Take local engineers like Elian Kweko, who trained right there in Douala. He recognizes domotics as the vital bridge connecting traditional electrical networks to the brand new trends in artificial intelligence. Nkweko points out that this tech provides high light stability, 100% linearity, and massively simplified electrical panels. He really proves that an engineering background is the perfect launchpad, mainly because it gives you that fundamental understanding of how power flows. Once you have that, you can just pair it with the software and AI controls that make the home smart.
Moving on to Section 3, Specialized Smart Home Training and Certification.
Okay, so how does an engineering student, or even an experienced electrician for that matter, actually transition into becoming a certified smart home expert? Well, you've got some incredibly accessible options tailored to different goals. The ION Academy pathway, for instance, offers a rigorous 12-week foundational course with 48 hours of study and 3 exams. That program really validates your ability to install and troubleshoot core tech like smart lighting, home networking, and voice-activated devices. On the flip side, resources like the Smart Home School take a much more entrepreneurial approach. They offer dedicated 10-step certification guides and focus heavily on teaching you how to build a lucrative installation business, keeping you looped in with weekly newsletters. So there are different paths depending on what you want to achieve.
When we piece all of this together, a really clear smart home installer journey starts to emerge.
Step 1 is completing that foundational engineering or technical degree. Step 2, you layer on those specialized smart home certifications, like the ones from Ion Academy, so you can master the specific devices and protocols. Step 3 is absolutely crucial, mastering system integration and the client handover. Because let's be real, it's not just about making the tech work, it's about educating your clients on how to easily use these connected devices in their daily lives. And finally, step 4, taking all those skills and either launching your own independent business or stepping into a high-level corporate career.
And that brings us to Section 4, launching your tech career, looking at the corporate opportunities.
Now, for the real payoff, right? How does this specialized training actually translate into top-tier corporate opportunities on the continent? Well, if you thought you had to go it alone as an entrepreneur, think again. Global powerhouses are actively hunting for this exact talent profile. Take the 2026 Schneider Electric Graduate Trainee Program, for example. They are explicitly targeting recent grads with degrees in electrical and electronics, automation and control, mechatronics, and embedded systems. And they're deploying this program across major hubs: Kenya in East Africa, Nigeria in West Africa, and South Africa. They are literally building the corporate infrastructure right now to absorb the exact kind of talent we've been discussing today.
Let's break down what that opportunity actually looks like on the ground. The Schneider Electric program is a structured 24-month accelerator. Month 1 kicks off with an accelerated induction into their global business. Fast forward to month 12, and you are deep into hands-on technical development, doing the actual installation, commissioning, and diagnostics of complex electromechanical systems. And by month 24, you've completed the program, and you're using it as a massive launchpad into a career in field services. You get mentorship, you get hands-on experience, and you work in a fast-paced global environment. It is literally the ultimate bridge from local academic excellence to global industry leadership. So, we've traced the incredible rise of domotics. We've seen the foundational education happening right now in places like Douala, explored the specialized certifications out there, and mapped out those high-level corporate opportunities waiting at the finish line. Whether it's upgrading your own home, launching a lucrative side hustle as an independent installer, or stepping into a huge global role with a company like Schneider Electric, the blueprint is right in front of you. With the domotics revolution bridging the gap between traditional engineering and AI, the only question left is, what will your next career move be? You just have to take that first step. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.